On April 20th, 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill became one of the largest environmental disasters in U.S. history. Coastal habitats, marine life, and the livelihoods of many Gulf Coast communities suffered extensive damage, especially those in Louisiana. In response, a settlement was reached with the responsible parties, directing funds toward environmental restoration. The settlement provided billions of dollars to restore and enhance the Gulf Coast's natural resources and ecosystems injured by the oil spill. To ensure the effective use of these funds, the Louisiana Trustee Implementation Group was formed. This collection of federal and state agencies works collaboratively to identify and implement projects that would best benefit and restore Louisiana's coastal environment. Having suffered the greatest amount of damage, Louisiana will ultimately receive $5 billion, the largest allocation among the restoration areas. Funds are paid each April, beginning in 2017, through 2031. Louisiana's $5 billion is distributed between 5 restoration categories, with the largest portion going toward restoring and conserving habitat. As of September 2024, we have committed about $3.8 billion of the total settlement to 90 approved projects that address the ecological challenges brought about by the oil spill. In this annual update, we'll explore the incredible progress made over the last year in restoring the unique ecosystems affected by the disaster. In a first-of-its-kind collaboration, this year, the Louisiana and Open Ocean Trustee Implementation Groups are jointly developing a draft restoration plan to evaluate the options for the restoration of the Chandeleur Islands. The islands are home to the largest seagrass beds in the northern Gulf of Mexico, along with 79 wildlife and plant species classified as species of greatest conservation need by the state of Louisiana. The islands are also recognized as a globally significant bird area by the National Audubon Society. Many bird species that use the islands will travel their migratory route between South America through to the northern extent of North America for breeding.
The islands are super important because they are necessary for birds to gain their foothold, recover, because they can be flying for 7 days straight and absolutely will arrive here really underweight and have to feed before they can travel on their next journey up north.
3 Deepwater Horizon Trustee Implementation Groups are investing in the island's restoration. In 2021, the region-wide Trustee Implementation Group funded data collection and engineering and design efforts for the Chandeleur Islands project. The Louisiana and Open Ocean Trustees expect to release a draft of their plan and associated environmental analyses for construction of a preferred alternative in the first half of 2025. 2024 marked significant progress for projects under construction being led by the trustees. This year, construction began for the restoration of Terrebonne H&C Island. Funded for construction in Restoration Plan 7.1, this $38.4 million project will build nearly 35 acres of habitat for a number of colonial nesting waterbirds, including brown pelicans, wading birds, terns, and laughing gulls. The project will also refurbish and rebuild perimeter rock dikes and install 4 new 90-foot breakwaters to protect the island's new expanded footprint. The lake-borne marsh creation project is now over 60% complete and plays a vital role in the overall strategy to restore the Pontchartrain Basin's intertidal marsh habitat. The project will rehabilitate 2,770 acres of deteriorating marsh along with the lake's south shore, making it the largest marsh creation project ever built by CPRA, with a construction cost of just over $60 million. Adding to the already expansive project, the Bayou La Loutre Ridge Restoration and Marsh Creation Project will create an additional 400 acres of marsh along the south shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Approved in Restoration Plan 8, this project will also build over 5 miles of ridge along Bayou La Loutre that will establish more than 24 acres of crucial maritime forest habitat. These projects are scheduled to be complete in the next year. Work was completed to restore submerged aquatic vegetation and protect wetland shorelands at the Jean Lafitte National Historical Park and Preserve's Barataria Preserve in Marrero. Construction wrapped up this year on a $24 million project to install a rock breakwater along the eastern shorelines of Lake Salvador to improve habitat and restore approximately 50 acres of submerged aquatic vegetation. The project area will be monitored twice a year going forward to keep tabs on reestablishment and growth of these aquatic plants and shoreline location. The Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries' new Science Center and Educational Complex will soon be opening its doors to the public. The facility is part of the new Port Wonder Complex in Lake Charles. Visitors from around the region are invited to explore the 25,000 square foot education center, which shares the story of the state's diminishing wetlands and their impact on the entire country. Guests can visit natural habitats, learn from hands-on exhibits, and gain an appreciation for the fragility of this vital ecosystem. This state-of-the-art facility will become a leading institution for wetland education, a key regional attraction, and a significant boost to the local economy. Finally, the trustees approved an additional $2.75 million to expand on USDA's nutrient reduction projects on rice-producing farms in southwest Louisiana and on dairy farms in St. Helena, Tangipahoa, and Washington parishes. Several projects are currently undergoing engineering and design and are slated to begin construction within the next few years. Selected as a preferred alternative in Restoration Plan 8, the East Orleans Land Bridge Restoration Project intends to create and restore 1,563 acres of emergent wetlands habitat that separates Lake Pontchartrain from Lake Borgne and the Gulf of Mexico. The project also calls for installing over 21,000 feet of living shoreline protection features. The total engineering and design project cost is approximately $4.9 million. Also selected as a preferred alternative in Restoration Plan 8 is the engineering and design for the Raccoon Island Barrier Island Restoration Project. The goal is to design a project that will restore and create habitat for wildlife utilizing the island and prevent island breaching. The island is home to one of the 10 remaining brown pelican colonies in Louisiana and provides habitat for piping plovers and ground nesters. The approximate cost for engineering and design work is $8.2 million. Alternative design analysis is ongoing for the Bird's Foot Delta Hydrologic Restoration Project, selected as a preferred alternative in Restoration Plan 7. The goal is to increase flow from the Mississippi River to the eastern Bird's Foot Delta so the crevasses and passes can build land naturally, benefiting nearly 100,000 acres of wetlands in Lower Plaquemines Parish. The cost to complete E&D is approximately $6 million. This year, the trustees launched a new avian data monitoring portal for researchers, natural resource managers, and the public. The portal brings together more than a decade of aerial survey photos along the northern Gulf of Mexico to provide an easily searchable database. Found at avianmonitoring.com, the portal will help coastal managers, coastal restoration engineers, researchers, and others not only see coastal nesting bird distributions, but also inform future restoration efforts. Efforts to document sea turtle distribution and habitat use in Louisiana continued through 2024, including satellite tagging, salinity, and health assessments. This targeted data collection and analysis project includes 2 years of fieldwork in Chandeleur Sound and Lake Borgne, Louisiana, and 1 year of data analysis focused primarily on loggerhead, Kemp's Ridley, and green sea turtles. This research helps the trustees effectively restore sea turtles and to inform and evaluate the success of future sea turtle restoration efforts in the Louisiana restoration area. On behalf of the Louisiana Trustee Implementation Group, thank you for attending the 2024 Annual Louisiana Trustee Implementation Group Update video. We encourage you to stay updated on the progress of restoration as we work together to protect and preserve the Louisiana coast for generations to come. Please email any comments on this update to latig@la.gov. If you'd like to learn more about our projects, we ask that you visit www.gulfspillrestoration.noaa.gov. Today's video update is available at la-dwh.com.